Great, thanks for that, Lucy. I'll just move on to the next question now then. So the legislation mentions establishing an independent audit function. Could you give us some insight into what that might entail?
Yeah, okay, so that's talking about Regulation 21, so internal controls. And the regulation says that where appropriate with regard to the size and nature of the firm, you must establish an independent audit function. And that has the responsibility to examine and evaluate the adequacy and effectiveness of the policies, controls, and procedures adopted by the firm, and to make recommendations in relation to those policies, controls, and procedures, and then to monitor the compliance with the recommendations. So you need to, on a regular basis, just check that you are doing everything you need to do. It does say independent within the legislation. Now it goes on to then say that bit of the regulations does not apply where the firm is an individual who neither employs nor acts in association with any other person. So if you're a sole practitioner, you can't really, you're not expected to judge your own work or get someone else to judge it. Now, as I said, you might get peace of mind from getting someone in to just check that you are doing everything. And I know that some supervisory bodies would expect you to do some sort of self-evaluation on what you're doing. The CCAB guidance goes on to say that where it says independent, it doesn't necessarily mean external to the firm. So if you've got a big enough business that someone else within the firm, some senior manager, is able to do that assessment, then that's absolutely fine. But they do need to be, I was going to say qualified, not formally qualified, but they need to know enough to be able to judge effectiveness and to make recommendations. They need to know what is required of the firm. And the reviews that are done should be proportionate to the size and nature of the business. So again, that's a little subjective as to what's proportionate and appropriate. But you need to be able to demonstrate. Again, it's all about demonstrating and having a policy about how you have judged what you are doing. And if you are not qualified to do that, or fear that you don't know quite enough about the legislation, then we would recommend getting an outside expert to come in and do that for you. And we are not the only ones that can come and do that. There are other people as well, but that is something that we do. And it does offer that comfort that everything is being covered.
Yeah, I think that comfort is definitely something people don't necessarily associate with AML. So I'm sure that